Oh, hi. Oh my god, there was phlegm in my there was phlegm in my throat. But hi, Queerans. Hi, Yuri. Hi, Felix. Hi, Kat. How are you guys doing? What an intro to the game or to me saying hi. But so this is Slay the Princess. I have heard good things about its story. Sorry. I still do have like a slight cough. This game is amazing. Everyone's telling me it is. I'm so excited, but the name is Slay the Princess. And do you know how badly I do when it comes to doing murder? Hi, WHD. This game is so good. Okay. This always likes to make an intro. It's always like Christmas not knowing she's on her way. Hi, Chad. Welcome. How are you? Congrats on slaying Godric. I'm so proud. Hi, Alex. Thank you for the follow. Gave me emotional damage. That was my therapy. That's okay. We have enough vigor for it. So if you guys didn't know, Chad is doing a pure vigor Elden Ring playthrough. And it's glorious. I slayed Godric. Time for you to slay the princess. Hello, Alex. Welcome in. Hi, Yuzuki. Hi, Felix. Vigoring. I do so bad when it comes to committing murder. I don't know if I want to do that, but here we are. We're gonna start. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Why
You're
is
on
it
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
this game is all
princess.
hand-drawn? Wow. It looks like it, but it looks amazing. Oh my god, thank you for gifting the sub to Chad, Felix. Thank you.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It's all voiced too, so you won't have to strain your voice. Why didn't I play this sooner? The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do? There's so many choices. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? The devs making games?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Well, I do, so what are you going to do about it, narrator?
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Okay, I'll be right back. Look for food, only hint, pick whatever feels right to you. Okay, grab some good food. Enjoy, enjoy. Thank you so much again for the raid, Chud. You're like not one of those, right? Oh, we go back. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. The end of the world, though. What are you talking about? I feel like, have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise we are running
Hi,
up against a
Zanagi.
bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Sheesh, 57 coffees. How are we doing? We're doing good. One more day till Friday. One more work day. 100 predict. One more Friday, and then it's gonna be a long weekend. 88%, pretty good. And then they just announced that Wednesday is also going to be a holiday next week, so We only have to go in 3 days. That's great.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world...
Sheesh, everybody has so much
there
risk
is
today.
no changing that.
If you have filed Monday as your leave, you'll get 5 weekends. I'm saving my leaves because I'm going on a family trip the end of the month or the first week of May. So I'm going in on Monday, but I think it'll be like a very slow day, so it won't be so bad. I probably will be able to go home.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin
The egg is
everything.
hatched.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
I don't like the narrator. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me
Don't
what to
mention
do.
It's all part of the job.
I filed mine tomorrow. I forgot Tuesday was a holiday, so I gotta go to work on Monday. Here's the secret. Just file a sick leave on Monday.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
But she's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. I know, right? I am not comfortable with committing murder.
A warning before you go any further.
Ang susunod na estasyon ay mag-file ng SL. Ang susunod na estasyon ay ang mag-file ng SL.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
But why do we have to believe you, narrator?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed
Oh
to
my
save
god, you are
princesses,
voice of
not
the
slave
hero.
them.
We are voice of the hero. Hello, hello.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, let's go. I don't think I'll slay the princess. That sounds so mean.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a
If
pristine
you have any questions,
blade.
feel free to ask. I am spoiler proof. Oh, thank you. Thank you for offering. I'm okay so far. Thank you for keeping it spoiler proof.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But I really don't want to slay her.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I don't want to. I mean, I guess we're taking it just
The
in
door to the
case.
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy
I shall
and
take a
damp.
nap. It's freaking
hint
hot.
of
I'll be
rot
back soon.
filtering
Enjoy your
from the
nap,
ancient
Gurans.
wood.
Thank you for
If the princess
dropping
really lives
by.
here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Or we could just free
Her
her
voice
from here.
carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Yeah, I don't think we have to listen to the narrator. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Wow. Hi, good luck, good evening. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
She sounds kind of dangerous though.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you
I
dare.
can fix her.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I agree with the voice of the hero.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what.
So here we are.
Oh my god, I double
What an
clicked.
awkward start to a relationship.
Thank you for the follow. I don't know how to see you. A relationship? Are you coming on to me? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down? You know what? Let's start with like a lighter topic. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should
That's
do,
rude.
really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How long have you been done there? You know why I'm here to kill you?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
You imagine being called Princess? I'm gonna name my daughter Your Highness. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Why not? Hi, Nuggy. Thank you for the follow.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world.
You stream?
I
Yeah,
think.
I do.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
She looks deranged. What are you going to do if I let you out of here?
Princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
Hi, Heartbreak. How are you?
But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like
I think
this?
we lowered the music volume because it's kind of loud. Oh,
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth
glad
anything.
to catch you streaming. Glad you could drop by.
Like I said, it's all about trust.
You're very
Blind
popular.
trust.
Nah, they're just working. Oh,
So
hope
do you
work is
trust
going
me,
well.
the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother?
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and
I
if
kind of
there
want to
isn't-
free her just to see. I mean, we technically can always start a new game if this ends badly.
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think
No way.
she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better. Well, that's kind of creepy. I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
There isn't a key. Do you have any idea? Besides cutting you out of here? I'm gonna check upstairs.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding
Well,
into place.
this is our life now. Such.
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're
Narrator.
here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Hey,
Your
let me
shouts
out of
and
here.
pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until
But I
the
don't
task is done.
wanna.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
Wait, who is everyone?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, she consented to having cut herself out.
Against your better judgment,
Oh.
you place the blade against the princess's arm.
Yo,
just
it's
above
Slay the
massive,
Princess. Hi,
unyielding
Wolfram.
chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
I've never actually seen this game before. Oh, really? How'd you hear it? She didn't even utter a sound. I feel like she's used to people coming to slay her.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't
It's
even
kind of
bothered by
creepy.
it.
Yeah, after we cut her out. I feel like we've done something wrong, but it's fine.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I
The
just
narrator
can't let her
isn't
escape
very
into the world.
likable.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward
We
and
look
raises
like
the
a
blade.
troll.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn
Stop
her.
that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Oh,
Your
shit.
body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you
I
can
mean,
connect.
just the stream category. Oh, okay. I think we're doing the right thing, right? Okay, I'm a bit offended by that. We do look like a troll, though. Look at that. We have like a scaly hand, and then we have a scaly hand and like nails that look like it does not belong on a normal person.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
What? No.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end.
GG's.
Isn't it?
Hi Shane, but please don't call me a troll. Okay, you are not a troll. Well, what a short story. Okay guys, let's play Elden Ring now.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Princess is actually really cold. She just like killed us. I guess we died.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Why are we doing this again?
And you're here to slay her. If you don't,
Hi
it will
Zerg,
be
good
the end
evening.
of the world.
I'll turn around and leave.
I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. The only thing that matters is where I am not going. Like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing.
We can't
forever.
just leave her there. But she kills us and we are a threat to her if we do end up going for her. So we might as well just not avoid the situation completely. I do kind of want to check out the game someday, so I might lick for now. Alright. Thank you for dropping by, Wolfram. Hi Desync, how are you doing?
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How
What the
convenient.
frick?
Everything's back on track again.
I
Maybe
mean,
the
we
world
had
can still be
to.
saved
She's
after
trapped
all.
in a basement, so she might starve. The classic running away from her problems. That's all the cardio I'm doing in my life. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh.
What's going on? Where are we? Did we do this? Is this the end of the world? Was there ever even a world to end?
Wait, we just die like this? No way. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Oh. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. My cardio is getting up to bed, straight to the fridge and back to bed. You know, as long as you're getting your cardio in. What's happening? I don't know. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. It's not. Oh. Return to your destined path and face the
You're on
consequences.
a path in the woods.
The
and at the
real
end of that
Slay the
path
Princess
is a
starts
cabin.
here. You'll know when you
And
see
in
it.
the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Oh,
it will
Kisei!
be the
Thank you for
end
the
of the world.
read! Hello, hello! How are you doing? What have you been playing? Yakuza! How are you guys? Hi, Hyena Bite. Hi, Rodent. Thank you for the follow, Rodent. Hi, Iced Milo. Cheese to meet you. Nice to meet you. How is Yakuza? Oh, I guess there's a raid. Hello, I am very sleepy. Same. There's so many people. Everyone's here to watch us slay the princess, it would seem. But how is Yakuza? How are you? Have you played Slay the Princess? Thank you for the follow, Hyena Bite. By hitting tab on your keyboard and R1. Okay. I guess we go with we silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short
It's good.
path
I
to the
beat
cabin.
people up. Have not played
You'll
Slay
find
the
the
Princess
princess
before. It's for now. It seems like a visual novel, and then choices matter or something. But initially, we didn't want to commit murder, and it just ended the game. So I guess we don't have a choice. No, you don't have to leave if it's too crowded.
warning
There's space
Before
for
you go
everyone.
any further. She will lie.
She will cheat.
We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't.
Okay, let's go in. Well, not slaying her didn't work.
The interior of the cabin, the blade, is your implement.
Let's just. What if we enter the basement without taking the blade, though?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light.
Just do.
Her voice.
Can I take
softly
the
carries
basement
up the
door? Yes,
stairs.
please take it home. We ended up locked here last time.
Hello?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be
Hi.
a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these
Wait,
chains?
she's different. Oh my gosh, girl. Hi. Her voice is different from the first time. The first time it was pretty cold. Like she was very cynical. Let's see. How can she even end anyone?
Okay.
Will it change? She looks different. Wait. What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
How can she even end anyone? Oh my gosh, 7 stream streak. Zerg, thank you for
you
watching
can address
7
me as your
consecutive
Royal
months.
Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is princess her name or her title?
What if it's both? Could you
Could you
imagine,
imagine being named Princess?
Princess? So Princess is your name.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
I am Kogi. But how does Kisei fit into your name? Hi, Gardevoir.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully, you're starting to see that she can't be
Kogi,
trusted.
Kogi,
Go
Kisei
back
Kogi.
upstairs, get the blade, and slay
Congrats
her
on your
before it's
very
too
first
late.
daily coffee, Guard of Rodent. And congrats on your 20th Gardevoir. How long has she been down here? What are you drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Congrats on your first daily coffee, Kisei. I hope this wakes you up. Little misfortune narrator, is that you?
This is the only time this is ever going
Is
to
it?
happen, but I agree with the princess.
High
hardly
damage
relevant.
plushie, congrats on your first daily coffee. She had to eat, right?
Okay,
Exactly.
but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
Congrats on your first daily coffee, Hyena Bite. I don't know about anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason. What are you going to do? I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the world. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
You're only making this more difficult.
Hi, Schwat. You already have 2 coffees. Congrats. Thank you for the lurk, Rodent.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I feel like she's gonna double cross us the same
I'm
way.
guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here in...
Maybe the key's still lying around, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you
Okay.
free.
I'll be here. Good luck.
I will also lurk. I want to be spoiler free. Alright, thank you for the lurk, Schwat. Gonna tuck myself into bed, have a good rest of stream, save, unhelp princess. Good night, Kisei. Have a good rest. Thank you again for the raid.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the
Well,
stairs
we're
slams
stuck
shut.
here now without
You
the
hear the
knife.
click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Well, we return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Why didn't she do that before?
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Okay, you know what? Let's give her at least a fighting chance.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you cut into her. The blade is sharp, and her limb falls to the ground. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the... No. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping
Stare.
rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything?
But how come it's
It's like
different
she isn't
from the
even
first
bothered by what
time?
just happened.
Thought you were going for the dark choice. She started biting off her arm.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Wait, this is harder. Cause like
Stop
she's
that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade
No
held low,
way.
ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Mr. Voice is still evil, whatever the game is.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious
we're gonna
step
die again.
forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands.
Oh, we're gonna die again.
What
Is that
are
Slay
you
the princess
doing?
I see? Hello, open downer. Yes, it is Slay the princess.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, so she'll still kill us.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake?
Don't start
Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of
the
heroic
hand.
gesture.
I know, right? It's
Two
just
of you have
like
literally
floating
doomed
there.
everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
She's gotta cauterize that wound before it gets infected. I think we gotta take care of the wounds we have first.
I'm so sorry.
I thought she'll make it quick. I know, right? It's painful for us
With
now.
one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you,
But
your
I wonder
limbs
why it's different
unresponsive.
from the first time.
Princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve
Why is
rivulets
this princess
of pink down her
exactly? That's
blood-spattered
exactly my
cheeks.
question. Like the first princess, I feel like I would have eventually slayed, but this one was like, oh no, but she's nice.
It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Okay, I think we do have to like attempt to kill her at one point. Is the game
You're on a
repeat but with
path
different
in the
scenarios
woods.
and
And at
fates?
the end of
It
that
seems
path
like it.
is a cabin.
All your choices change
in the
how she
basement of
looks
that
and
cabin
acts and everything.
is a
Also, no
princess.
redo endings.
You're here to slay her. If you
So what if we
don't,
just continue
it will be
resisting?
the end of the world.
Hasn't this already
It hasn't.
happened?
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did
The voice of the
If we're going to
smitten.
save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Smitten! Because we haven't
so all
killed
of the
her.
cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all
four of us?
assassination attempts you've got in the works.
This voice is so real. She's literally me for real, for real.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Mr. Narrator is British.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations.
Slay. Hi, man. Narrator can't gaslight Smitten.
Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Finished Baldur's Gate finally. Congrats on finishing Baldur's Gate, man.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds
I
pretty
did
consequence-free
evil.
to
No.
me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Nothing. The world ends once we die.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end
gore
to
touch
everyone
now.
and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted,
I don't like
dastardly
Smitten.
scheme.
He's making assumptions. Thank you for the 6 months, desync.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be
Have
any
you
more
played
simple.
Slay the Princess
bad,
2,
stop
Mint?
her, save everyone.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods.
How can you not like
Don't
Smitten?
overcomplicate
He's great.
things.
He's making assumptions about things and he's only seeing what he wants to see. I don't like not knowing like why she was locked away. But I can also see how like the princess does have like a creepy streak to her. I don't think that's enough reason to kill her. But I think it's because we don't have enough information. Yes and no, the demo only. Oh, I see. Thank you for gifting Mint a sub, desync. You crazy. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that
Have you
helps.
gone through a full route
It's
yet?
just the way
No, this
things
is my
are.
first time playing it.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
The hero likes that, huh? His Chunibyo energy coming out. I think, like, if Viz were the voice of the hero, Dodo would be the voice of the Smitten.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Oh, now the narrator is buttering us up.
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice. Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional. and
Hero
I'm
is
not
a
going to let my
Chunibyo, he
dislike for you
is.
get in the way of helping you save the world.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling
I've
me?
told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple
Monster
situation
prom.
and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
That's hard.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's
Zero
just the
would
way
be
it
voice
is.
of the stubborn. We haven't met the voice of the stubborn. Too cute that the world destroys itself around her. What Smitten said, yeah. She can barely stab someone. It's true.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I'm going with them. I'm gonna find a way to save her from that cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone
I made it up.
does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
Voice of Bill Careel. Okay, let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted.
These voices
Her
do be
beauty
sounding
is the
hot
only
though.
thing in the world we can believe in.
Okay, I think like we'll do one last run of her letting her kill us. But if it really doesn't progress the story and we keep coming back, then I guess we don't have a choice.
I think we've already been over this. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be
Hi
expressed.
Keith, good evening. I wish I have the narrator's voice. You want to be
yeah,
British?
Your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering
Have you
any
tried
mind.
saving her?
Focus on the task
We have
ahead.
the first 2 times, and then one of them we turned around and tried to leave, but we died. So this is the last time we'll attempt to like save her, but the next couple of times we'll probably just slay her.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh, it's
clean
different.
and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries. A prison. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the
That's
wall.
because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's definitely a
There's
mirror.
definitely a mirror.
The blade is your implement. You can't kill her. She's a cutie patootie. I want to be able to do a very crispy once upon a time.
There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
So are we delusional, or why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be
Smitten
done.
is a simp. I love the music in this game. This whole cabin is different from last
Very
time.
different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
I want to look at the mirror though.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You
How do we
reach
look
forward
like?
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone.
No,
Pity.
I wanted
We
to
could
know
have a
how
feather
we
out of
looked
place, and
like.
now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
He's a knight in shining armor. The voices. The cabin soundtrack is more whimsical than the original. I guess we enter the basement.
The door to the basement
It's
creaks open,
different.
revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
She sounds nice still. Oh no.
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear
I feel like we're
wedding bells
delusional.
already.
We look so cool and shit. Just the music complements the change of the cabin.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock
Why she
eyes
looks
with the
different?
princess.
What the heck?
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the
But
far wall.
seriously, who invented wall candelabras?
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Takes so much effort lighting a wall candle. They didn't have electricity before.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters
Bro sounds
is
like
you have a chance to
Gaston.
do it right this time.
No one games like Gaston.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
No one get like Gaston. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us
Wow,
happy.
that's helpful.
My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything.
Oh,
She
no.
is innocence itself.
Not so sure.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
She just wants our answers. It's a bit unsettling.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in
Oh my
stride.
god.
To a
Thank you
surprising
for
extent.
gifting another
Almost
sub
unsettling
desync
extent,
to
actually.
Open Downer. The narrator is very one-sided. Yeah, exactly. That's why. But like the princess is also pretty creepy. Thank you for gifting a sub to Gardevoir desync. You're crazy.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always
Thank you for
trying to drive
gifting
her to
another
violence.
gift sub to Voice of the Hero. Desync, you're crazy. Thank you so much. Time to get back to Tarkov and suffer. Good luck with your Tarkov games. Thank you for gifting so many subs, Desync. May your games go well. Princess may be evil, but she could change because she knows we're kind of controlled by someone. I don't have the knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We
That's
won't
kinda
be laying a
creepy.
finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with.
Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
No, I'm pretty sure it's weird. Like, it's kind of creepy, but like,
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
it's, well, we don't have a choice. Rescue
No.
the princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and
This
if you
man,
try
the way he talks
anything
is
that
so
might harm
funny.
our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Yeah, his name is Voice of the Hero. I don't trust any of them. Wish we could just walk away.
You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
Hi there, Mr. Hero.
I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a
We've
true
literally joined the
believer.
cult of this princess.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Ugh.
Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
We can fix her, maybe, perhaps. I love her so much.
What do we do now?
What do you want to
Let
do?
me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
What do you want to do? That's tragic. I know nobody's asked her what you wanted to do. Probably get out of the cabin.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
It's because you're not giving us a good explanation on why we should believe you, Mr. Narrator.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
There must be something you want. I want you to tell me what you want. You know what? Let's not pressure her. She hasn't thought about it. I just want to leave. We can figure out the rest later.
That sounds perfect.
Congrats on your very first daily coffee, Voice of the Hero. That's it, Fizz. I'm going to Altnum code symbol 255.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Narrator is moping all the way.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Happy ending. Hi, King of Salt. Good evening. I should have known. I thought we would be able to leave.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you will ever know.
Fight. I think he should be able to open
Are
it.
you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
But I don't want to kill her because she hasn't given us a reason to.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
You think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
Oh my god. Like anything we think she can do, she will do, no?
Nobody is leaving this basement.
Yeah, I think you've got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open.
No
Are
way.
you kidding me? I told you she could do it. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
You're not doing
You're
that.
enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
Kind of feel bad.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Romantic haze, your love will set you free is the achievement that we got. How's the game going? Is it good? Honestly, like, I don't know yet. There's not enough information, and I don't know like who or what this princess actually is. We didn't slay her this time around, but I think if the game ends pretty early, we'll probably do another playthrough with us slaying her, just to see how that changes. Do not talk to strangers, Mr. Hero. What if the world is really at stake? Then he should have explained it to us better.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was
Oh my
too busy
gosh.
staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
No, wait. But you didn't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. No. Oh, this game goes on for a while. You have to do a lot of routes. I kind of figured. Plucking our feathers hurts more than you think. Don't worry, the narrator can just reset. It's the mirror again.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
But I'm very curious how we look like. Mr. Voice is the mirror. Can we not go? It feels bad. Like, if you look at it, it will be the end of everything.
I can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve.
The narrator is gone.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
You don't have a choice,
A
I
villain
think.
vanquished.
We'll have to look at the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Well, we don't have a choice. This is the only choice. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Please don't do this. I don't think narrator had done this. Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Huh? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here.
How can I
And
not
too
mourn her?
yearn to be
I
free.
know, right? She was nice. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
I love this game. Hi, Yuli. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Yes, because you've morphed into something completely different. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
So yeah, we do have to go a route where we do slay the princess.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you a little scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? What if I don't let you do this to me? Okay, hold on. I need a bathroom
Then
break.
we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Game might close if you choose to wait. Whoops. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh my god. Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at
I
the end
did
of that
get
path
jump scared.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It's so far 1 hour in, and we haven't committed murders. I think that's the winner, right? Okay, let's just quietly do that.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
I'm gonna try to time my follow and where I appear.
A warning.
Okay.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Thank you for the follow, voice of the hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We'll just quietly go do that now.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
Congrats on 696
This is an
followers.
oppressive
Hey,
place.
we've hit a funny
The
number.
air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Very peculiar
If the
number.
princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay, wait. I need to take a screenshot of this on my phone. So that I can tweet about it. Oh my god, I don't have a banner. Okay, there we go.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost...
Don't let it fool you.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding
Sounds
her
dangerous,
to the far wall
as
of
if she's the one in charge of this place.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
Her voice has kind of changed. It's the same one from the first time we met her. And it's because we got an ending already where we saved her completely.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Okay, let's drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you? You're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone.
That's
I like the
rude.
world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I don't, but you don't really know me, do you? What can—
She's right about one thing. Her—
Like I said, it's all about— So do you trust me?
She's wrong.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I mean, I guess I would be kind of upset.
You know why you're here.
What if we say we keep her lock away?
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the
I
basement.
know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not
It'll
slaying
be the
her.
death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still
Oh my God.
there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw
my God,
and more
it's so
like
loud.
something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
So all of this was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're a monster. Ignore her and go
Just
to sleep.
ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
Good
You
night.
put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as
Oh my
though your body
God.
simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer,
Oh.
one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
She's going to kill me again.
People don't die twice.
I'm back. Oh,
You haven't even
welcome back,
met the princess,
Mint.
and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
Am I just a voice too, after all?
Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
I guess we listen to Paranoid. I am a little peckish.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it. You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Wipe it clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I
Oh.
hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and
But
save
it
the
was
world
there a
without a weapon.
second ago.
Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know.
Can we
better than
have
a
a
knife?
bomb?
we have a
Hero
bomb?
makes sense.
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us. It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like... It'll be enough.
You don't need a plan. I'm just gonna kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes.
Wink wonk.
You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Well, right hand rule.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh my god.
I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
Hi, Natsu. Good morning. Have you just gotten to work?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming
Got
to a
the
lurching
dodo
halt.
forehead. Oh no. I can fix her.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Heart. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Liver, nerves,
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
lungs. She isn't attacking us. Nerves. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Nerves. Don't lose sight of your mission. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs.
Why won't you finish me off?
Nerves.
What good am I to you? Alive.
Liver.
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs.
I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Heart. Lungs.
Everyone with me. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
Heart.
You seem miserable.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organs shutting down situation?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Lungs. Liver. Nerves.
We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends even.
Heart.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart. Lungs. Liver. Nerves. Heart.
Should we just slay her?
Liver. Nerves.
Okay, our first attempt at killing the prince.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. We did it. We actually did it. Nerves.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Can she? We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stares back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground,
Stuck in a
unmoving.
dream without a stare to be seen.
Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally.
How do we leave?
And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
Man, we should have left first.
It means that you're stuck here. Forever.
Stupid narrator.
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this. Time passes. Forever's gonna end eventually, right?
Instructions unclear. I have turned the liver into a distillery. Oh no.
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it?
Means we kill
What do you mean?
ourselves.
We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before.
That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
Because we're stuck here forever. What do you mean, narrator?
Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even
You
yours.
didn't value the princess's
Especially-
life?
Why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
I'm now breathing manually. It's not like it matters if I die. I'll just come back again. Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens?
That's a grim thought, innit?
Lungs, 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 lungs.
But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other places?
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
I'll get later. What if we wait?
More time passes. You're still here. More time passes. You're still here.
Okay, I guess we last wait.
More time passes.
It really
still here.
won't. I can equip you with bunny ears. Yes, you can. I guess we die.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
What happens if we throw the blade?
No, what are you doing? You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's
Can't
gone.
give her the satisfaction
Now
of
you're
us
really stuck
dying.
here forever. There's no... You mean, other than starving? Right, I mean, other than that.
I don't think I should decide what you would wear. It doesn't really sit right with me. It's a redeem. I get it. You don't want us to die because you'd be lonely. How sweet.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely.
Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone?
That's true.
It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
No, you have to tell us more. Can you tell me your secrets now? Now?
Still no.
I'm going to wear you down eventually. I have
You're
eternity.
not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do. The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can. The
Secret?
narrator continues. Oh, you could do a lot better than us. Exactly. You'll be fine here.
Wait.
You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in. and the hunger. The
Oh, we
darkness of this
die of
place prevents you from
starvation.
wholly grasping the
Puso
context of passing time,
lalamunan atay
but
balat.
that doesn't stop it from passing.
Just a
nor does it
language
stop
me
your
invis. It's
biology
Tagalog.
from
It's
unraveling.
basically heart, throat, liver, skin.
The only things you know for certain are that it's long and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade. No, you really shouldn't have, but biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come,
I actually hate this
everything
game's
goes
narrator.
dark.
Everything would be a
And you
lot
die.
simpler if he just explained what the frick. Why the frick we have to kill the princess?
Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
Lungs and nerves doesn't have a Tagalog viz. That's true. The raid.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does. No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and
Yeah,
all
there's
about
reasons.
the threat
I
she
think
poses to the
The
world.
world was really in danger. His actions are noble to me. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We slay the princess for the world to stay.
Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again.
Oh god, it's a dramatized violin. And also the narrator. The worst kind of horror music.
This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill
But
between
it
us and
wasn't.
do
You
your job.
fucked up
all right?
narrator. Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same
So
me,
is the narrator
but
the
ever
one
since the
that
moment we started
absorbed the
talking, I'm
princess
different.
last time?
I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
Ooh.
They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. We're going to fall through this loop forever. Eventually, we're going to let her out. Might as well do this now. We've tried to leave. What happens if we don't go into the cabin? That's another option.
And she finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right? No, it's strictly worse.
Is there a voice of hot or something?
And why is that?
Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known.
Okay,
But
narrator
really,
is telling
all
us
you're
not
doing
to
right now is
run from our
weighing two
problems.
considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already
voice
managed
of
to enter
room
in some other world,
temperature.
the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
I hope you feel warm. Thank you. Voices don't really do anything other than give opinions, though. True. We've killed her. We've been killed by her. And neither of those things, if we're going to fall through, we're going to let her out. Might as well make
You're
it now.
making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever.
What is the Pokemon? Oh, it's a Torkoal.
Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
Oh, nice try. Next time. You'll get the Torkoal next time. Here's a quantum mechanic lesson you're familiar with.
On
this.
second thought, let's not.
Is that
kill
from
him.
the hit game
Let's
Hollow
throw
Knight?
him
Yeah, we did play
someplace that
Hollow Knight
never ends.
before.
I'd like to see what.
Remember
that does
from
to
your
him.
Let's Play of hit game Outer Wilds? I think you're confusing me with a different streamer. I've never played Outer Wilds, Min. Let's go to
You
the
continue down the
cabin.
path towards the cabin.
I don't think Zeru played Outer Wilds either.
It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given
There's
up?
obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
How about we kill out the princess?
Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will.
Enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time?
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
There's clearly a mirror. Yes, there is. Let's pretend there's a mirror at the end of the hallway. And that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement.
Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again?
He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Oh, here we go.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
The music has simply turned into an ambience.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror
I
clean.
hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse. You reach your arm
Oh,
forward
God.
into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress.
I'm gonna get jump
up for
scared.
nothing.
No.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
It's a bit unsettling.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts.
Up, death number 3.
Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the
Oh,
terrifying
wow.
visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
You just broke our bones, though.
And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us. And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it. Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt. Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
I wish I could turn off the part of me that feels things too, voice of cold.
Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain. Except that pain hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition. Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You're saying that as if you can just turn it on and
You
off.
need to explain to yourself.
Oh
why it
dear, we
isn't.
went from the suspense of the ambience to, oh crud, she's just here right now, blow the horn. Look, we're even now. You killed me and then I killed you. Water under the bridge, right?
I think you forgot something, like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse, and it's all thanks to you. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
Couldn't possessing me against my will make you any better than me? You don't have to be evil. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you?
You locked me in a basement and then you killed me. Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Want any water under the bridge?
Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought
She
you
needs
all
a chill
wanted to
pill,
free the princess.
and people say they can fix her. People will still say they would fix her.
Not like this.
Not like
You
this.
don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Can't even fix your foot.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough.
Some people support women's right. I suggest we support women's wrongs. No, Yuli.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Oof.
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You
I
feel
support women's.
wrong.
No.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ugh.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this. We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
I know you were, but you were going to do it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you think and feel. You think you were numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me.
Oh, hey, princess. Welcome to the chat. And there's a bajillion other voices here.
And I don't feel regret, even in the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
We weren't always like this. I've always
She's
been.
here. Oh my god. Monsi. Occasionally we have voices that jump scare us like this. Thank you for the 30 bits though.
All I'm doing is reaping what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
New follower, the princess. Thank you for the follow, princess.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
I didn't expect that. John Cena or the princess taking over our body? Throw your body into... I feel like it's not a good idea to leave the cabin. Let's throw our body into the
In a
abyss.
single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
Yes,
The
you
pillories
will.
burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us.
You're thinking too much about your body. It's just
The
a
princess following? Let's go?
Yes, it's just a body now, but I can do so many terrible things to you.
body. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one, we all go. 1, 2.
Princess redeems hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, your majesty, your highness. Oh,
You throw everything you have against her and manage
The
for one
Exorcist
brief
3,
moment
when taken against
to
your will,
overpower the
deal.
princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why isn't she saying anything?
Why do you hate me?
I don't.
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. We did it!
No voice of
We did it!
We're back.
Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we?
Oh, you're here. Hi, Chad. We got Voice of the Smitten earlier. It was a rather pleasant ending, but this one was not so good.
I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Hi, Vivi. Hello, hello. Wait, Aviz, I'm being called. Called by who? Smitten is the greatest Chad of us all. Smitten, I think you mean Sim.
What happens now?
Gotta go. See ya, Mint. I wouldn't say he's the best.
I want to know what he thinks happens now. Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
Oh, hello. Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel a something, a mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
You're gonna go back to that, like, massive hands. Another perspective. Bye-bye, man. Thank you for gifting Yuli a sub desync. Let's vibe today. Thank you so much. But you don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel a resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
It's calling us. And not in a good way. You don't need to comfort them.
See you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you? Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. Okay, if you say so, I trust you. You approach the mirror. Gaze into our reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. Oh my god. Thank you for the Higali redeem. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready,
I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I like the soundtrack here. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
It's on Spotify. I've been listening to the Elden Ring soundtrack, but I think I have a new soundtrack to listen to now. This game is really pretty. It is. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was.
I clipped the gale. Okay.
I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. Do not worry. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
There is a hurt that dwells in them, but they are not me. They are thoughts and perspectives. They
I'm
are
getting
feelings that
flashbacks to
inform
when I
my
last
being.
played. I miss her. Time to play again.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I cannot be as I was before. There are new spaces that I must fill.
How many more vessels do I need to bring to you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Waiting for the big updates. So hyped.
The task of
That's
finding
true.
my
I did
vessels is your
see
burden
you
to
post about
carry.
the new update. I'm ready to go back. What if we destroy our body? You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Okay. I'm ready to go
I
back.
await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
I don't. Oh my god. Everything goes dark as you die. I think like I wanna like be nice to the princess all this time. Victim of circumstance, you know.
You're on a path. You're
blah,
here
blah.
to.
Okay, thanks for telling me what to
Don't
do.
mention it. It's all part of the job.
What
You
is
make
the
your
name
way
of
up
this
the short
princess?
path
I
to
don't
the cabin.
remember road to
You'll
this
find
one.
the princess within.
She says we can call her Your Highness or Princess. You can skip now, even
A warning.
skipping.
She will lie. We're not going to go through. Ignore him.
Proceed.
The interblade is
Enter the basement.
the door to the her voice
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of
Oh
voice
my
you
God,
only have to
why is
hear
it the
once
nice
to remember
one?
it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you.
Just checking in
You
on
are?
you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here.
How many
was starting to
endings so
think they'd
far?
forgotten
We've
about
had
me.
2. Or is she?
You walk down the stairs
the
and
nice
lock eyes with the
one.
princess.
She's beautiful.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do. Just like blindly do
Only
it for
making
her.
this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here? You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the
it's the
determination of a
same.
trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. It's the blade from upstairs. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's try to save her.
Fine.
And then we
Against
only
your better
slay her at the
judgment,
last
you place
minute.
the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone. Her limb falls to the ground.
She didn't so much as utter a sound.
No, she didn't.
She doesn't remember her name.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward. Wait, watch me.
What?
Her?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held, but the princess dodges, stumbling back
Okay,
against the
now
wall
we have
before
to
the
do
blade
the
has a chance to connect.
nasty.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly
I'm
for the heart.
sorry.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew.
I was so
with
mad at the
ease.
narrator for this.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will
This
kill
is the
her
end,
before she
isn't
can
it?
reach the
It
outside
looks
world.
like it, and it looks like we've gotten another hateful princess. I'm sorry.
It can't just end like this, right?
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch.
You're on a path.
This
in
finally
the woods,
doing the deed.
And at the end of that path,
I'm
is a
afraid
cabin.
it is.
You're here to slay her.
Okay, we've done this. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here
can
again?
assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't
How's the
kill
game
you.
going?
People don't just
I'm going
spring back to
mad.
life after dying, and that if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Oh, voice of the opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Congrats on getting a Turtwig, Grafty. Grafty. I don't like opportunist. Okay, let's go.
Warning. She will lie.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
Walk up to the wall next to the base.
What are you talking about?
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
I hope you take the blade from... Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Congrats on getting the car call.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
I'm sorry.
She must have you confused with someone else.
Princess's VA is so good. It is. She is.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss.
I don't think I have Xbox game up. I don't know that.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
Done this before. This ain't our first rodeo.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't.
But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us.
Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now,
Wipes
so I'd appreciate
forehead.
it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground.
I
where
agree with
everyone's happy.
opportunist at the moment.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last
Ooh,
time.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
Opportunity.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Look, I know, things got messy here last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all, and unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial
Gracious
arrangement.
little monster.
We should take it.
Sounds like both a compliment and an insult. We look like we might be some kind of monster with how our hands are illustrated.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Can't you get out of those chains on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little...
A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Even opportunist is now something for
This
her.
is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back of... I don't want to hurt you. Clearly, there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Okay. I'd like to be straightforward. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger. I think I'm gonna... Let's leave. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
But it sounds more like she's going to give us $1 million or 1 billion Mr. Beast chocolates.
She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us.
It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking?
Look, she bit through her arm. I think her bite is going to be deadly, though.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
That's right, you're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels. perhaps even a little closer than you'd like.
Yeah, door's about to slam shut on us.
You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. You want us to turn around and kill her. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Let's attempt it anyway.
The princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and, in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing
Door's
happened.
about to close. We've done this. This is not our first Slay the Princess rodeo.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
Why did you just say that?
I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Well, she is trying to kill us.
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping
her
as she struggles
nature.
to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up.
Wait, why won't we be getting up?
I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
Oh, well, she learns so fast. Crunchy.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
We should have let her go first. What's this? Can we load? We didn't save anything.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that?
It's what I would have done.
Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralyzed and stuck with someone who hates us in the
No
basement
quick
of a
saves.
remote.
I didn't know we could save and quick save. If only we saved before we made our choices.
You
Oh.
must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
We could have gotten out of here if we've just trusted each other.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either.
All part of the
You should have
narrative.
known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you.
It's always been there. It's just that I didn't care to save because I thought there'd be like checkpoints or something.
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
Truly.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned where she'd turn her back on us and I'd say, "Now stab her in the back! Do it now!"
stab her in the back. Do it now.
And then you'd say something like, "Wow,
Congrats
that's
on
an
your first
amazing
daily
idea that I
coffee,
never saw
Rafty.
coming. Thanks for looking out for us." And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. Why didn't you tell us your plan before we agreed to go first? Because then you'd have had to lie to her. And you're a terrible liar.
Maybe we could have walked sideways. Maybe we could have walked hand in hand.
That's not... Okay, that's actually a good point. It would have been a good point if it had actually worked. But it didn't work, did it?
Well, it's not my fault that nobody listened to me.
The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way.
What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a
I
lethal
feel
wound.
bad. This whole thing is
Will
because
could
of
be
our
saved after all.
actions. We have long fingernails, way too long. I know, right?
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Still have the knife. Let's just kill ourselves.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello?
In game.
Are you still there? What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape.
Oh, this is one ending.
I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
In game. Very important distinction. Not that narrator intervened, but is it really our actions? Sounds to me it's just the consequences of the dreaded narrator. Oh, so this is an ending. Could have at least resisted. We should have. You don't get but you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me.
But it
We've
feels
been
so
here
bad.
before.
Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
It's not the end. Whatever. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
If you say so.
It's that mirror again. Can we
I
not
trust you.
go?
Finally. We're going places.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into our reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention
think,
can
like,
bear to hold.
I'm going to
To look at
continue
any
just
one is to shift them
resisting
all into something
killing the
new.
princess now.
And to look away is to reshape them
It
yet
always
again.
ends badly when we choose to slay her, and even if we don't resist slaying her.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Anything? No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
I'm ready to go
I
back.
will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Okay. Okay, let's do it
You're on
again.
a path in the wood. You're here. You make a warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through. Ignore him.
And let's just attempt to free her again.
The interior blade is. You
Blade.
take the.
Enter the basement.
Door to her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds. Don't let it fool you.
Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors.
You walk. She's so. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward.
Oh? No talking. I'm probably chained up in the space, so you should.
She's unarmed.
I'm sorry, can
You're
we just
so...
talk?
No, this is a good.
Oh, threatened, are we? Then I'm not talking to you. I guess we are.
For the love of every. Or drop the blade.
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm.
For goodness sake.
Thank you. Maybe now we can.
Against will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Are you coming on to
Don't
me?
jump to any weird conclusions.
How would I get you out of here? Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you just.
You know.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine.
Remember
trying
the
to break
opening
them
of this
apart.
game? This is a love story. That's some tsundere shit right there.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's doubtful.
Well, you do have that big.
She speaks with almost. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to find. You attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone else here? You try the door. You're here to.
The bottom.
You make your way back. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't like what happens.
Okay, let's save her.
Against your better judge, you cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, how is she so composed?
Thank you.
No, we won't have any of. As the princess. Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
Okay, warn
Stop
her.
that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you.
We can't resist. What the frick? No! How come we can't resist? Help! I'm so sorry.
Thank you. You swing your arm towards her throat, but she's ready for it. You drop the blade. Pathetically. She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears as a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you could fall to your knees. You're barely able to. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood
I
somewhere
think it's because
inside
we
of you.
already tried that ending.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
I wish she would do that. I mean, what?
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess. It can't just end like this, right? I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
She's very handy. She only has one hand. The tower.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to. A warning. She will lie. She will cheat. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
From Magnus Archives. Oh, it's Johnny Sims.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her.
Let's
cannot
do
stress enough
that.
how
Let's
absolutely
pledge ourselves to
catastrophic that would
her.
be for everyone, yourself
He
included.
voices all of the voices? Oh, that's crazy.
I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Pessimist means someone who thinks of everything. Just the horror type podcast thing. Pretty cool. Mint, you're actually one of the voices. See.
If that's what you want.
I feel like the princess is
The interior
also
of the
just a
cabin is
victim of
larger and more
circumstance.
grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. You reach forward and rub. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left. No blade this time. Yeah. Blade, no blade. It doesn't matter.
He voices me too. Oh. Here we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Wait, Viz. What meant? Don't forget your Estus flasks. I'm afraid that's not gonna help us here.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
Got enough vigor.
You shouldn't have come down here unarmed. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
And Broken is like worse than Voice of the Smitten.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was.
Why sultry?
Now you want to go.
Come down and witness me, like that.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions.
Behold the
So
grand
if his ramblings
maiden.
get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting
Witness
effort,
me.
every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you.
Wait,
almost
why
glowing
is she
in the
dressed
weak
like that? You
starlight,
can see her
figure
underwear.
framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Unreasonable, unfixable, dominant incarnate.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
You know why she's dressed like that? Could you not look at her underwear? It's kind of hard to when it's at the middle of the screen.
I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even going to try and kill me. How sweet. And more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed in us?
Oh no, she's disappointed in us.
Kneel.
No.
But the words don't leave your mouth.
Oh my
Instead,
god, we
your
kneeled
legs buckle
anyway.
and your knees hit the floor.
Bask in the glory of un-Euclidean lust.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet here you are again. This time groveling
Of course,
at my
fan
feet.
service.
What a wretched sight.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to kill you last time.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met, nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust
Not
to
Mother
deal with
Monarch. Even summon chat as gatekeeping her.
Her. Then you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then, and there's nothing we can do to stop her now.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
I'm too arrow for this. I'm terrified. You're supposed to end the world.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Might as well. We're already kneeling.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for...
Why even have a chain? It's
alterations.
just there for aesthetic. It's just her accessory.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help
Anything
me
you
seize
want,
it.
princess.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her.
Maybe she'll be nice
she'll
to
be nice
us.
to us.
Congrats on getting the Vulpix, Rafty. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
And all you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do.
Why not?
The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Not even those who want to get punished by her will enjoy
The
it.
song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
Yeah, I kind of don't
Submit
wanna.
now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Okay, ma'am. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you have to do. You actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want. I have questions for you before I decide to do
Know
anything.
the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Ma'am.
There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for
priest,
something worthy
a
to be
pet.
kept. A priest.
So narrator,
perhaps,
about that pristine
pet.
blade. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Well, we have no choice. I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that
How about,
magnificent?
I don't know, full diamond armor? The
All
narrator
you
didn't
need to
equip
do
us.
now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say.
No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong.
What the frick, this
Trying
angle?
to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now.
She looks
An
like her
echo.
fight will go harder than Blade of Mikola.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
That's a quotable quote. I don't care what you are, you're mine.
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
She just killed the narrator.
Break my chains.
Yes,
And how are
ma'am.
we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
And what if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed.
And
All
we
you
get
have
the
to do
Yander
is
ending.
open the last
We're
door
gonna
to
do
your
a game
heart.
next week to get a better ending.
It's easy. And once you let her in, you'll be safe and free forever.
Please, don't do this.
I'm sorry. I have to. It's over. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how it was always going to
And it is good.
It is good.
Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
Break the chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls
It's
from her wrist.
Jover.
She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for
I
us to
don't know how I
leave.
feel about this. What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Just chilling in the corner. Don't mind me. Okay, we're gonna hold her hand. Obedient servant. Pledge your loyalty to your better. That's the achievement. But you do not take her hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone.
Business
Where did she go?
awakening. Never forget
Should
April
we try and
4.
find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Okay, just trust me. We've been
But
here
it feels
before.
so bad. Like looking into it right now
Let's
is going
not
to be the
fan
end of
service.
everything.
Be real.
I don't want to look at us.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
If you say so.
Can we
We'll
not
trust
be
you.
broken? Too late.
A mercy.
We're gonna be withered further. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The remains you've unraveled. I think we have to go like one more. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
Oh shit, oh shit. Good luck cleaning the dog poop mint. You think there are people out there?
It doesn't matter if there are.
People are frail and impermanent. You and I are the only things that interest me.
You think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own.
Oh shit, Theo.
And because of that,
Oh shit, Theo.
nothing
Shit, Theo.
can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
You know what's gonna happen when you awaken?
No, the point of awakening is to find out.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their minds are empty.
Not
existing,
oh shit.
but constantly shifting
Sorry.
into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. And when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
She's too handsy. She is.
You're
Bring
on
the
a
tower.
path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Oh, what if we just turn around
Seriously?
and leave?
You're just...
Yes.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just... Good. What we're being... Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange.
Turn around again and leave
You're
again.
really keen on wasting every...
I don't care. I'm not killing. You're not emotionally blackmailing me.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. But fine. You turn around and...
Turn around and
trek
leave
back
is
down
what
the
I
path
did
you came.
first. We die, I remember.
Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now... There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now, and here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on
Oh
your
my
surroundings,
God.
you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path.
God, this
and a
is so
cabin.
creepy. Thank
And
you
not
for the
just a
follow. Makina
The cabin.
Suzuroka.
An infinite
Senpai,
fractal of
you
paths
make my
and
heart
cabins,
go
desperately
doki doki.
trying to draw you back to
Thank you
where
for the
you need to
15
be.
bits, Monsi.
Wait, what's going on?
Senpai, you make my heart go doki doki. Nice to meet you.
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your
I actually
responsibility.
do care
because
more
you
about
care more
irritating
about
the narrator
irritating
at this
me
point.
than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
The stranger. Hey
You're
there,
on a
stranger.
path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the
What are
cabin.
you talking about? I'm sure if he doesn't remember what happened, then... I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you can pull that off.
Not to the cabin again if it's possible.
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just staying. You know what? Let's go.
A warning. She will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Ignore him. He's just... Let's keep an open mind.
What in the... Gone all wrong and it's all twisted.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors. The only furniture of note is a plain table. The blade is your implement. If he wants us to take it, maybe we... No, we're taking the knife. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You can't just say that. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Turn into a conglomerate of multiple objects clipping into the reality and...
Nothing.
Oh, I think you're about to glitch out mid. Be careful.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. Ow. Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better at yours. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Boop, boop.
What you're seeing here is obviously
Don't listen to
just
the
accept
narrator.
it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay.
Oh yes,
Okay,
don't
I'm
listen
fine.
to the narrator. Surely he doesn't know what he's talking
Good.
about.
Now,
Not
whenever
like he's
you're ready,
narrating
we're all waiting for
whatever's
you to
going
complete
on
a
with your
very
life, right?
important-
Okay, let's approach the mirror.
What are you talking about?
Wipe the mirror.
Reach
Look
forward,
stupid.
There was a mirror. Now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from
Enter
us
the
isn't going to
basement.
change things, right? We'll find the door to the basement creaks open,
Oh, wow.
revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let
I
alone
have
down.
16 different windows. I only have Windows 10.
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Yeah, we didn't bring the knife.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing
I
for
wasn't
sure.
kidding when I said this gave me therapy sessions. I don't know if this is good or not, but my snacks are now a mix of different junk food. I now have Pringle Beato Chippy Corn. Chippy Chippy Chappa Chappa. Well, now you get to play gacha games with your snacks, no?
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Chippy Chippy Chappa Chappa. Take the center, take the soft stairs to the
You
right.
step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern you might slip or tumble or lose your way. But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your
Guess it's
knees
time
from
to
sinking out
sleep.
of sight. The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
Oh my god, it sounds like we're getting called out for running from our problems.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and
I
nothingness.
would like to
the
fall
very
back
struggle to
into
continue forward,
comfort
consuming
and
your every
nothingness.
thought.
Roll for dexterity. I am EP.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Do a dexterity saving throw. Oh, we need a perception check.
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the
Until
top
the
of the
Fire
stairs.
Nation attack. Ah.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways.
The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
And everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
Oh. Congrats on gifting Machina Suzu a gifted sub. You think you're crazy. Thank you for gifting a sub. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy
No,
into
this is
it.
the good one.
How strange. So, why are you here?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
We can do that?
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly
sure?
happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other
Liz,
reality.
I think I need glasses. No,
But
we're
what's done
fine.
is
We're
done,
fine.
isn't
Just wash your eyes.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here and you need to do it now. Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Oh. Getting down here was weird. Like, I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? Wait!
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
I think we got the wrong prescription. I think we're now seeing 3. Okay, let's just do this. Try and
Wait, that's not right. Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is
Great, our pronouns are now we, me, you, us, our, me.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Here we go.
falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere.
Her. Monka doubly.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
3 in 1, I can fix her. I didn't actually think our... No, there's consequences to our actions. Contrarian.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Which one? I can't fix her? I don't think you need to fix her.
Please.
I'll do my best. We need 4 other lines. But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's
Hi,
gone.
Aloha Gator. Good evening.
Where does she go? Should we try and find her? Oh, there's that mirror again.
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. Been here before, and you always get
It feels so
scared.
bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
If you say so.
I can't fix her?
I trust
Which
you.
one?
You're not messing with us, right?
You approach the mirror, and you gaze into our reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. You need to see what's in it. You're nothing. At all. Putang ina mo. Oh my god. Alright, good luck getting your food, Mint. That isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze, and there you see it. A figure. Faint and veiled in shadow. Just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
What is that? A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image and the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Bird. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get
The
to see
narrator.
you.
Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
I'm sorry. I didn't. You. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that?
It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically.
Okay. He breaks every time we ask, what are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, what are you? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Fuck you, narrator. What is this place? Where are we?
Construct. It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done. And it was supposed to guide your hand to help you see things through. The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Any time you failed, any time you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world. But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I've met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me? The people out there beyond the construct of... Do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? And what exactly is my true
You're
identity?
the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I don't want to be a god, I want to be me. A god? I always knew I was special. Okay, at least your food is not burnt. Just have to cook it a bit more. So you do know... Are you a god or were you a god? What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task.
But we have no attachment to everyone. All we ever know is the princess. And maybe the narrator who we're pitying right now, but like we don't really give a shit about everyone. You know that things won't just be worse if I destroy her. What would it be like to live in a world without her? Does anyone else know about this? Does anyone else know about us? I don't want to be a god, I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature.
So the narrator is
accounting for
resisting
free will.
change? It sounds like it. He said he created us to eliminate death. And the princess was change. So if nothing changes, I guess nobody dies.
Of course not.
The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed.
You are to
with
deny
thoughts of
death
oblivion.
by slaying change.
When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
You know, what would it be like to live in a world without her?
Light, burdenless, an eternal pattern of forgetfulness leading into the joys of rediscovery. Everyone will be with the
When
ones they
change
love.
is changed,
No more
so
fear,
too
no more
our
howling
purpose.
chaos. Just life. Forever.
Without
There's a
her.
cruel irony to it all. The only way I could share my dream with the world was to never be able to see it for myself.
Oh, thank you for gifting Rafty another sub, D-Sec. You don't have to. 7 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I destroy her. Won't I be alone? Do you have anything to say for yourself for all this hubris?
I do.
Thank you for the follow,
People out there are
Rafty.
real. No matter
The
what you do to
narrator is
them, no matter what
Delulu.
you
He
enable,
is.
I want you to remember that.
I think you're out of time. Rest easy. I'm going to lie. Rest easy. I'm going to destroy her.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up.
I don't hate him, but I don't think it's right to slay change.
I'm just an
either.
echo, and every echo fades away.
Thank you for the
You
hydrate,
know
Whisker.
what you have to do.
Bye. As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. Oh, wow.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response, and then patiently waits for you to continue. I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
I think I'm parasocial with the princess stuck up on SS where we're going. I don't think we need them. Chet is gonna faint with all these drawings. You know about the echo? Did you hear a conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
So what happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature.
Just calling us
Isn't it?
passive! It's true though, like I mean you guys have seen me play, like we're always gonna take the least violent path.
When the echo spun us from one into two, He gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
I mean, this is why we haven't slain Reynala, right?
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
You're at the end. Ah, yeah, we did reach the end, shakalaka. There's so many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end. Pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite.
To be fair, it's
There
also
is
main
nothing to
character's
resolve,
nature outside
nothing
of the
restraining
player.
us but us.
Don't you have a say in all this? Why is this all falling on me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
You were always going to become this. Then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just come down to me either destroying you or letting you out. I won't do it.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Well,
Masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, and there is no end.
And there is no
There's
end.
only the flood of
There
bodies.
is only the
In
flood
every
of
moment
bodies.
you hold every possible sensation
Every
at
moment
once,
you
and
hold
then you
every
hold them all
possible
again.
sensation at once. And
oh,
then
that
you hold them all
animation's
again.
new.
But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, both of us were everything.
We aren't pretty.
We can be everything again. We can weave a beautiful and endless song.
Expand. Address this vessel statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation. That isn't what any of this has been about. You've done nothing but lecture me. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. I won't engage with violence. I think let's appeal to her humanity.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me. You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog blind to its leash. But there is no light without the dark. When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
This has always just been about us, two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again, but we don't have to hurt each other anymore.
You cling to emotions, pain is suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For Which of us watches the other instead of ourselves? But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break
This sounds like
the
such a
other.
toxic relationship.
It's only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us without bringing the whole of reality into the picture. I don't wanna surrender though.
We are the whole of reality.
She's such a princess. Ugh, it is? Wait, princess? OMG. I don't get it. Oh no! Bro, they cooked. Oh, is this different from what the endings you got before? She has the princess vibes where everything she says is the law and is right, even if it's not, even if it's very well worded. We're not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine?
Apparently this update is 35% of the big update. It didn't do that to me. I had a different endings. How many endings are there? I think there is a lot of endings, and from what Chud mentions, it seems like they're going to be updating it, and there's gonna be an even bigger ending. I can't wait.
Another heart drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me, and me lifting you. Forever
The one good
and ever
ending we
and ever.
had.
Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to my level. You can come back to me.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful, eternal, but ever-changing.
As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? What do you think happens if we leave
This
here?
universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you.
What I offer you is not perspective, it is truth.
The Last Faith, you will love it. Okay, we'll look it up, but no promises on playing it. But thank you so much for the suggestion, Shakalaka.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
So is it Hero Path? I don't know.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm
Then
ready.
let's go.
No way, we're gonna start all over again.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like that for
Yeah,
old time's sake.
Of course.
The windows. Oh my god, I didn't notice the windows, but damn.
The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Pick the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Alright, let's go.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Let's sit with her. I don't think I want to be a god.
Honestly, me neither.
I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up.
Princess,
Before either
I've
of us saw
come
the
to
truth.
bargain.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? Continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you. Hey! If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. I take it all back. I don't want this and I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? I don't want to forget you.
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
If we're talking right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
How do you know things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything?
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty, and I still like you. And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me, too.
We'd have to decide to do this every single time, forever. Eventually, something's going to be different. This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here.
This is such a toxic, messed up relationship. Oh my god. Hi, Saldan. That scream always gets me. I take it all back. I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
It's not that toxic. You know what? Let's go. Okay then, let's do it. I believe in us.
Okay, if this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side. She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
In my opinion, this game shows you who you are with people in general. Why toxic? It's just random bird that intervened. It's just light red. Oh, let's go. I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Oh, it sounds like Cap. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Wait, we're back.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that
You got
path
played.
is a
I
cabin.
think we did.
And in the basement of that cabin is you're here to slay her.
Well, I think we're gonna end here though. Save. And then we'll do this again next time. Dear Long Quiet. Now it's time to get another ending. Definitely. Play this again next Thursday and we'll get another ending. For now, we're gonna end it here. Thank you everyone for being with me in this journey. Kinda crazy. Good night and rest well. Thank you everyone. I'll see you again soon. Maybe we don't be such a simp next week. Bye.